Hey guys, it's me Tiana and welcome back to my channel.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Feel free to subscribe if you aren't already, and everyone make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. I know a lot of us are stuck at home right now, which that totally sucks, but a lot of the time when I'm bored or don't know what to do, I really enjoy watching storytime videos because it feels like somebody's sitting down with me and telling me a story. So this one is probably one of the craziest stories that I have, something really insane that happened to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And so now that everyone is stuck at home, including me, and I have nothing else to do, I'm really trying to sit down and film as much as I can. So today I'm filming that video for you guys. And so this is basically the story of how I knocked out two of my front teeth. It was the front one and then the one right beside it. So the story starts, I think it was Good Friday. I was sleeping over at my friend Chelsea's house. Chelsea's also my aunt. She's been in quite a few of my videos. But her and I had a sleepover Thursday night, and we woke up Friday and her and I were like super bored. So we decided, let's go over to her uncle's house. So we actually went over to her mom's brother's house and we were hanging out there and eating chips, and we were still bored because all the adults were talking and we like didn't know what to do. This was, what year was it? It was 2018. On Good Friday. I want to say 2017, but I believe it was 2018. Like trying to think what's something fun we could do. So I remember I posted on my Snapchat story and was like, anybody who's in the area, does anyone want to meet up and hang out? William Peterson, Emily DeRoche, and Jack Osborne. Those are three of my friends at the time, and I still talk around with them somewhat now. Emily, obviously you guys know Emily, she's been in so many of my vlogs and so many of my videos, but she has a key role in this story. They messaged back and they all said that they were going to the park and asked if we could go to the park as well. So we were like, sure, let's walk to the park and we'll go. And we're like, walking there is probably gonna take us like a half an hour to get there, or maybe like 20 minutes to get there. We didn't really want to walk, so we're like, should we walk or should we like ask your parents if they'll give us a ride? So we asked Chelsea's parents, we're like, can you give us a ride? We're all gonna meet up at the park and go in about 10 minutes. Like, could you give us a ride to the park? And they're like, yeah, for sure. Like, we'll drop you off there and then just text us and we'll pick you back up. It's kind of cold out. It wasn't warm out, but it wasn't cold. It was kind of cloudy out. So we put on our coats and we got dropped off at the park. I can't even tell you what time of day it was. I want to say it's around 2 o'clock, but I don't know for sure. Get into the car and go over to the swing where Emily's sitting. Emily's swinging on the swing, and I think Jack was on the swing and Will might have been pushing Jack. So we're all just standing there like talking. Chelsea and I are just kind of standing to the side talking to everyone like, hey, what's going on? How your guys' day going? Emily was like, oh, Tiana, I'll push you in the swing. It's like a big swing and it's like heavier and it's like a blue color and it's a really thick material, and it's one of those swings where you put the harness over top of you and it's supposed to like keep you in. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I think first I actually pushed Emily before she pushed me, so I was like, well, let me push you first. Like, I bet I can like push you really fast. Emily sits down in the swing and I'm pushing her and pushing her, and I probably pushed her in the swing for maybe like five or 6 minutes, and then she's like, okay, your turn. So I get in the swing and I buckle up my harness and I'm swinging and she's pushing me and I go really high up in the air and back down, really high, back down. My back goes against the seat, and then as I go back down, my body goes forward. So that's where the harness comes in, right? Because if you were to go on a swing and you didn't have a harness and you were to go that high that your body's like this, if there's no harness, you're gonna fall forward, right? So the harness there is supposed to be when my body falls forward to go back down, the harness protects me. But for some reason, I don't know if I didn't click the harness in place right or if my body weight was just too heavy. It said that the swing is meant for up to 12-year-olds, and I think at the time I actually would have been 12. But I go up in the swing, maybe I was 13, but my body goes against it and the harness comes undone. So I'm falling in the air out of the swing, but the swing's still coming behind me, right? The swing's going down at the same time as me, but I'm just moving a little bit faster because I'm heavier than the swing. So I'm falling, and then as I go, the ground's right here, as I go to hit the ground, let's say this is my face, I go to hit the ground, the swing's coming down in front of me and the harness is right there in the air. So as I fall down, I bash my face off the harness and fall into the ground. And I remember rolling over onto my back because I didn't want to get like a bunch of wood chips in my mouth, like in shock, right? And Jack and Will and Emily and Chelsea, I remember seeing them all like get up and circle around me, and they're all looking down at me as I'm laying on the ground, and I go like this, I think you knocked my teeth out. And then Will and Jack are like laughing their heads off. They're just like, oh my gosh, yeah, right. I open my mouth is full of blood. I have one tooth hanging, and it's because I had just got my braces off, so I had a permanent retainer. I still have it. They had to put a new one in. So I open my mouth, there's a hanging wire, a hanging tooth, my mouth is full of blood. So at that time we thought only one of my teeth had been knocked out, but actually I knocked two out, so one was left on the ground. I remember like showing my stepdad, and he's like, that looks like there's two teeth missing. He had to actually go back down to the park and take a look and make sure like we didn't like lose it completely, so he was digging through like mulch and stuff at the park, and he ended up finding it. I remember Emily's like, oh my god, like thinking that it's her fault because she was the one pushing me on the swing. Her stepdad, I think he drove me home back to my house, and I don't even think my parents were home yet. So when I get home, I call them. I'm like I knocked my teeth out at the park, like you gotta come home. It was a holiday weekend, right? We're calling everyone. Our dentist is on vacation. We had just switched to a new dentist, so we called my orthodontist, and he said he wasn't in town. He didn't know what to do either. Said to try pushing my teeth back in myself. I'm like, there's no way I'm shoving my teeth back in my sockets. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. We thought, why don't we go up to the hospital and try our town's hospital? And I remember we sat there for a half an hour. They rushed us into the emergency room, and then we sat there, and she gave me some Advil and was like, come on, like take the Advil and it's gonna like cool with the pain. But I think nobody knew what to do. Like, they're a dentist, right? So we're thinking so we're literally just sitting in a hospital room while so we're all just sitting in like the hospital room, me and my mom, and Chelsea was with me, and time is just like ticking away, being wasted. My teeth ended up dying, so when they put them back in, my teeth are dead right now, so they'll actually turn black and fall out within 0 to 8 years. I decided to leave the hospital after waiting there for half an hour. I'm cooler than you. I remember my grandpa actually brought me like a little container of milk to actually put my teeth in. Basically, we had to drive a half an hour into another city to go get my teeth put back in at my old dentist. As we get there, and they put me on, I think, laughing gas would have been what I was on. Yeah, because I look pretty funny in some of the pictures, but I was on laughing gas, and they put my teeth back in, and then after that I had x-rays after x-rays and root canals and just so many appointments of me being like put under and me falling asleep, and like 3-hour appointments and $1,000 appointments. Like, I just got my braces off, and I was spending thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars just to get my teeth fixed. It was just like literally the experience of a lifetime. Here, what my teeth look like now, they are not fake, they are actually my real teeth. They did an amazing job fixing them. Everybody compliments me on my smile, and then once I tell them that I've knocked my teeth out, they're like, oh my gosh, are they fake teeth? And like, the thing is, they aren't fake teeth, they are my real teeth. But it was like, they said it was like a clean extraction. Like, the way that it hit, they just both pulled straight out, which is kind of weird. You think they would have got chipped and not came out so clean, but they did come out clean, so I'm thankful, I think. But I think me crying was more realizing like I might not be able to fix this, and I was crying at the thought that when my orthodontist said you might just have to shove them back in, I'm like, there's no way I'm taking my teeth and shoving them. Like, I cannot imagine how much that would hurt. There's no way I would do that. Like, I would just leave my teeth out and be like, okay, well, forget about it. Because he said you need to keep them alive, right? Which they ended up dying anyways, but milk has calcium in it. One that was in my mouth, I kept sucking on that one, and the other one, I remember I put it in a jar of milk. But anyways, it was just like a completely like crazy experience. I have so many pictures, so I either already put them in the video or I will put them in the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any other questions, please leave them down below and I will definitely answer them. And let me know if you've ever had a crazy experience like that happen to you. I'd love to hear about it. And I hope if you're new, you decide to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Yo.